Hello everyone and welcome to FITESCast, the show where we bring you the latest in PC gaming news and what is going on within the Fights community. I am your host, Mahoney Badger, and today we've got some servers being shut down, a glorious miracle from Gaben, and a tip on how to start your own LAN party. So maybe some of you have already heard, it was announced a long time ago, but it's pretty relevant now. GameSpy is shutting down all of its servers at the end of this month here in June. And that's going to be a big deal for those of you who like to play the older titles, maybe the historians of the PC gaming world out there. Servers for things like Battlefield 2 or Command & Conquer will now be shut down. You won't be able to get a master server list online. But don't worry, because as always with the PC Master Race, the modding community is out there and they are strong, especially for things like Battlefield 2, a game that has LAN support that offers up to 64 players all in one server. When I attended my first Fights LAN, Battlefield 2 was the game to be playing. It was the game to be running on your machine. And luckily enough, the modding community has come forth with Project Reality. It not only allows you to have a workaround for GameSpy shutting down the servers so you can still play online, but it does tweaks and enhancements. It even adds a new faction, maps, and other small improvements to the game. So, if you are a Battlefield fan and you like LAN support, it might be time to dig through those boxes down in your basement or in the attic or garage, find those Battlefield 2 discs, and install them. Also, Battlefield 2, the complete collection, which includes all the other DLC and the Armored War Pack and all that, is available on Steam. And currently, with the Steam sale going on, it is at 50% off. It's normally $20. I picked it all up for $10 so that I could have something to LAN play at the next major Fights LAN. I think it would be awesome if we got those Fights LAN players out there along with this Project Reality mod, and we got 64 players all at the LAN joining in on LAN play for this game. I think it would be a great time. Look into it. Hop over onto our forums over at fites.net and let me know what you think about getting in on that Project Reality mod and having it at a Fights LAN. Hey Fights, are you ready for a miracle? This guy is, and I hope you were smart enough to pick up any and all of your Steam sales on a daily deal, a flash deal, or the community choice deals. Otherwise, well, it might have an exception where it's worth it, but otherwise it's not worth it. And never buy at anything less than 60% off. 60% off or higher, folks. Stand firm unless you totally cave and crumble like I've been known to do on many an occasion. It happens. Anyway, over on fites.net, we have a little forum thread going over there for people to say what they picked up and what their recommendations are. Let us know what you picked up. Let us know what you think the rest of the community should be looking at. And let us know if you want to have any of these games for a game night. I am totally ready to actually install the games that I have bought. I'm going to do it. We're going to install them and play them, and it will be wonderful and amazing. And then I'll have games for my kids. I will diversify the game library for my kids. That is how I'm justifying these purchases. Tell my wife, that's how I'm justifying these things. Hey Fights, what you playing? Hey there Fights community. Right now, I am actually currently playing some Borderlands 2 here and there in between my Dota addiction. But I'm playing Borderlands 2, it's a great time, and I've reached a point in the game where it would probably be a lot more fun and a lot easier if I brought other players in on it so we could have some fun together and laugh at the crazy things that get said and what happens in that game. So if you would like to play some Borderlands 2 with me, hop on over to fites.net, message in the comments below, or get a hold of me on Steam, Mahoney Badger, and let me know that, hey, let's play some Borderlands 2 together and blow up some robots, because I think that'd be a fun time. Also, with the Steam sales that are going on, be sure to pick up some of those great LAN play games out there, like Killing Floor and Borderlands 2 are one of them. You never know who's going to be playing them, but at a LAN, you'll just see it, because all of a sudden, in a row of people at a table, there will be 6 people who just go, oh, and they stand up and they go take a break. And I can only guess that the Patriarch has killed them in Killing Floor. Or you'll just see 4 people playing Borderlands 2 just sitting all right there, and they've all just decided to hop into the same game together. It's a great time, so make sure that you get out there and enjoy that LAN support and help me finish this game so I can scratch it off my list of games I need to finish in my Steam library. And for this episode's forum tip, it's not actually a forum tip discussion, more in a forum tip where staff has talked about how to host a LAN party. See, one of the things that Fight staff has figured out over time is how to keep a good power grid up and running so that everybody has a good, enjoyable time at a LAN event. And what we've narrowed it down to is that you need approximately 4 amps per PC or 5 PCs on 120 amp line. Now that's for a major LAN event where you've got a lot of people coming with rigs of unknown size and things like that. If you're hosting a small LAN party, say at your house, and you know a couple of your friends are going to bring over just laptops or smaller sized systems, then you have some wiggle room on that calculation and you can feel free to mess around with it. But that 4 amps per PC, that's a really good benchmark for a maximum draw. You don't know if people are going to be bringing a small, tiny little laptop or if they're going to be bringing a giant rig with dual or triple SLI video cards and massive 1200 watt power supplies and everything else. The way we've kept it simple is one rig, which includes just one monitor and one PC plug-in, all right, per 4 amps. And then if somebody else wants another seat for a monitor or big NAS storage box or something like that, that's a whole other seat they have to get with another 4 amps just for that seat. So keep it to that equation, and you should be set, and your power grid should be up and running, and everybody can have a great time. If you find the one jackwagon who's daisy chaining power supplies and power strips together and ruining your power grid, you embarrass them. You embarrass them in front of everybody. You make a mockery of them, and they will never do it again. And they will never hurt your power grid ever, ever again. And that's a good rule of thumb. That's all we've got for this episode, folks. If you liked it, please be sure to hit that thumbs up. Sharing, subscribing, and commenting are always greatly appreciated. Be sure to hop over onto fites.net and keep up with the latest and greatest and what's happening within the community. I am a Honey Badger, and until next time, keep that KD ratio hot.